So I'm here at my brother's house on this gorgeous fall day, right? And kind of fighting the urge to take a motorcycle ride. And because the next couple of weeks, so 2 weeks until launch, and it is going to be a whirlwind. I'll put a list up at some point of everything I'm going to be getting done. I made a great checklist of like subcategories, and like it's not going to matter. I'm thinking a gorgeous 65-degree day in late October, fall colors. Can't get any better than this for a nice fall motorcycle ride. Blow off some steam. It can be a bit overwhelming thinking about trying to get the boat ready this quickly. We'll do it. It'll work.
Hey, so I just wanted to take a second and jump in and say that like things like early on, there's a whole lot of driving around, a whole lot of getting stuff together, a whole lot of getting rid of things. Like I haven't even like touched on what it took to actually sell the house, to downsize, to do all of that. I could have been documenting the entire process. I wasn't. Part of my story is the fact that, I also like photography. I like motorcycles, because food. I love food, so the channel's going to be about sailing. The sailing is the best, right? But doing all the other cool stuff is what getting out there is all about. So, yeah, bear with me when I go on some tangents here, because I'm going to mix things together. We'll see how these videos pan out. This is, for all I can tell, video number 2. I lost a lot of footage. I don't think I mentioned that. So I'm kind of jumping back in with all of this. Anyway, so hopefully when we go explore some new areas, we're going to do some hiking, we're going to do some cooking, we're going to do some being foodies, we're going to do some motorcycle riding, whatever we can get into along the way. Anyway, back to the boat.
Hey everybody, so I kind of have things torn apart right now. Gonna get it put back together. It's a rainy day project kind of day. Went to Lowe's twice and West Marine once already. I didn't have the right part number. I wanted to get a spare impeller. So far, getting the battery secured. We have all the power turned on. Replacing some light bulbs. They're not LED yet. A full replacement's going to be down the road. Again, this is a crash course in, maybe not a crash course. Yeah, bad term. This is it's like a 2-minute drill for prepping a boat for launch. Everything needs done. And it's too wet outside to even get some of the gel coat repairs that I wanted to do before I do the top. There's a guy coming over, Tommy White Boots. He's gonna come over here and he's gonna do the bottom for me. He was gonna show up this afternoon, but even to start prepping, it's just, it's pretty miserable. Batteries, I got the bracket in place now on both of those bays. I can start putting things back together. Here's some of the extra parts. You can see this is where we have extra fuel filters, Ray-Core fuel filter, oil filter, another oil filter. I got plenty of the oil filters left over from the previous seller. What I'm going to start doing is I might even, and down in here you can see is the water tank. Also under that floorboard and under this one, but I don't have the room right now. So I'm going to start filling and flushing. Let's see what I can do that way. Over here is the other battery. It's I've got them in parallel with the starter running separately. There's 2 banks, so this is bank 2. That is bank 1. So they can be ran separately or both together. I've been using bank 1 because I'm trying to monitor the usage. Cool thing is back in here, which is hard to see. Let's go over maybe another time. Oh, here we go. The really awesome part is this. Bank 1 select, yes. I just want to get back out of this. Select. I think that's where, there we go. So to show us the voltage, the amperage, obviously, I'm just kind of reading along, what it's pulling. Now I have just about every light on in here that shows the battery temp. There we go. So, the people who originally had this boat were full-time cruisers. So they knew what they were doing when they set this up as far as the battery usage. Anyway, more and more I'm starting to see that the things that they've done make sense. Everything's set up for long-term cruising, which makes it easier to bring it back to life, back to cruising. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. So it's like 6:10 in the morning, and I've gotten a lot of projects started. It's kind of scattershot at this point. The boat work has been started, the bottom work has been started. So right now I'm working on plumbing, and I'm trying to get, because this is not opening up. When I look at it from the outside, and this is the sink drain for the galley. It ends up kind of emptying into, and it just drips. So I might end up replacing the drain too. I know it's not the most important thing in the world, you know, top 5, you know, things to do. So working on that. So it's like 7 o'clock now, and I pulled out the Blake, and you know, so the way that it turns, it opens up, yada yada yada. Everything's good. I actually, well, you won't be able to see right now, but the through hole is actually clear. So now I am on to pulling the drain from the sink, which is fun. It makes it easier when you pull the drawer out. I really was just looking forward to doing hull work today. But to check the pump going to the sink, I need it to be able to empty, and to be able to empty, I need to get the drain working. So, well, I guess you can hear that. So we got her purring like a kitten. Thank God. After yesterday, I didn't get the water hooked up. For some reason, she wasn't taking water, so got that all sorted out. Sea strainer clean, and there's my Perkins M50 purring away. I know it might sound loud, but I'm telling you, after yesterday, I was just super, super happy to hear that. That we got water. Sitting out all over my left boat, because I don't care, because we got water. All right, she ran for 20 minutes, so we're gonna do an oil change. Then I'm gonna change the fuel filter, and we're gonna run her again, make sure there's no air in the system. Yes, it's kind of like a score. Seems like everything else I've been doing, there was like a you know, something. Just something comes up that takes like 2 hours to fix before I can fix the original thing I was going to fix. Anyway, so we got that. Man, I need a coffee. So I've also pulled the fuel filter, which is right there. I got that cleaned up. I need to get a second strap wrench because I can't get the pull off of it. Also, pulling the impeller. That way I can get some spares. I'm gonna have to get some new paper gasket for that. Yeah, things are coming along. That and I want, yeah, like I said, I just want to have some spares of the impeller. Plus, it's never too bad of a thing to actually get that done. Man, it's howling windy outside. So I can start getting the binnacle set up as well. We're getting the impeller changed, and I'm going to actually keep the old one as a spare. It's really not in that bad a shape. So I just kind of threw it back in here in the package so that you can, see it. Biggest thing is to make sure you know which way it was rolling. In this case, it was counterclockwise, so that worked out pretty well. So I'm getting that done. I'm gonna get it put back together. Then we're gonna give it another good run. Gotta put the fuel filter in too. So there's that. We got it here, ready to paint. Got her all taped up. So this guy, Tommy White Boots, Mr. White Boots, is gonna be doing all this. Pressure washed, most of the bottom, grinded down the keel. Shored it up there. And he's gonna be painting today, which leaves me not the most important thing in the world, that tape line. Now, I've already tried using a heat gun and a plastic razor blade. Tried using a scraper. It's extremely slow going. I think I'm just gonna put a new stripe over top of it. And if that doesn't work, then I'll do the meticulous thing and scrape it off. I'm not trying to be lazy, I'm just trying to be, lazy and quick, but still good, still want to get it done right. For today, after this oil change, is going to be, I'm going to drop the anchor and then mark it off. I'd put it in 20-foot sections, that way I can count it out as it's going, spray paint. So, did some gel coat repairs. Not the best, I got to smooth it out. You can kind of see where I was doing a bit. So, that'll just leave a compounded wax. It's coming together.